Mike Bello gets the world. Mike Bello!
Kinsler Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Kinsler Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. What a goal for Rosero!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer illiterate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Goal! And speed! Go back.
And speed, baby. Good. Here he
The Kingdom have won the championship.
I want something just like
It's a goal. Gordon's flick in on goal. Number 4.
I want something just like
Player on the day, and now Waterford come on the attack again. There's an opportunity for the first score of the game. Now they've got space once again for Conor O'Shea. It's Conor O'Shea off the right. Another score. Sends it up towards Gary Corliss. And Westmeath have come away with it. It's Conor O'Shea, sends it in. Waterford keep the pressure on. Another chance for a score. It's fed in and over the bar. And now Waterford New York come again. Darren O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue shifts it onto his right. Darren O'Donoghue sends it over the bar. Gets it out wide. There's Peter Clark into the forward line. There's a chance for Murish Curtin. Sends it into the top corner. Murish Curtin with a scorcher. It's into the back of the net now. It's a goal back. The green flag raised for Waterford, 120. It's all but job done for Eugene Kyne's men. And now another opportunity. Charging in on goal once more. And it's gone through the net, in fact. And into the back of the net, the green flag raised for the second time for Westmeath. Temperatures, it's 78 Fahrenheit here at the moment, 25 degrees Celsius here in the Bronx. So much speed as well, and it's on show here at the moment. O'Donovan Rossa, must have been Bridget's trying to get back in to put them down. And now there's another chance for a goal. ODR and a super save. The second attempt is into the goal, but the referee potentially blowing the whistle. The green flag is raised. Driving into the Bridget's half. Here's Melia. Gives it back to Ella. It's into the top left corner. Shelley Melia finding Ella, who buries one into the top corner. It's a teammate out there, Kathleen Yor, and the ball's fed into the penalty area again. Square to the back post, and it's into the back of the net. Ellie Murdoch slots it in. mentioned a few minutes ago, she's been all over the forward line. Here she is again, dropping into midfield, and now Motown with acres of space to run into towards the penalty area. Another chance for a goal. Shelley Melia takes it around the goalkeeper. Cool, calm and collected. The half forward line, I should say. And here she is again. Niamh Fox charging towards the ODR goal. The shot comes in and it's into the back of the net. Niamh Fox off the left foot. She's found the second goal for Bridges.
Play a year pro. 80 speed. Setting it out wide. Looking to stretch out the Jackson Lions defense. He has a nice cross. As they attempted before, it beats his man. He's going to take the shot straight and goal, and it goes in, and it's in the net. It's the opening goal by FC Motown. They go 1-0. Everybody, so we hope you can follow us on Instagram at Love Sports. Nice little trap there as he tries to put it in the back of the net. It just slips over the line. It doesn't cross fully. It's still in play. The referee might disagree with that. He's going to count it. It's going to be a second goal for FC Motown, and I think this time it's a little more slowly. A switch to McGregor. Nice trap, and he's onside. He's got the space, goes for the cross, and it's an own goal or possibly a finish by Eddie Speed. It looks like it's going to be a finish from Eddie Speed, and Motown get that third goal to give them the cushion. Goal scoring opportunity goes into the back of the net. It is going to be Jackson Lions who entered the scoring sheet. Owen. It's the final finish.
Mike Bell against the world. Mike Bell.
Into the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Kick to the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. What a goal for Rosero!
Jackson Lions are officially your Keystone East Conference champions after 4 long seasons of waiting.
Talented supporters, a most joyous run. One-on-one with Schaefer, feeds it to Miranda. Lions seal the deal. And they will get by Motown.
The National Premier Soccer League playoffs are here, and with them comes the biggest rivalry in the Garden State. Jackson Lions and FC Motown in their 3rd game against each other this season. These two rivals are expected to deliver one of the best games all season long. All the stars are out here on the pitch tonight, scattered across both sides, and there's 2 players who have really caught my eye this season. Let's take a look.
The stars are everywhere tonight. Both squads are loaded with talent, but each side has one player capable of changing the match in an instant. For the home side, it's none other than John Troiano. One of the NPSL's all-time leading scorers, the former Rowan All-American has found the back of the net 28 times in league play across 3 different clubs during his tenure in the NPSL. After scoring 5 goals for FC Motown a season ago, he has erupted for 11 with Jackson this season. Troiano is a pure finisher. You give him an inch in the final third, and he will make you pay. If Jackson wants to bounce back from its most recent loss to Motown, they'll need their number 9 at his clinical best. Now, on the other side of the pitch, keep your eyes on João Ramos. The former Atlanta United Academy product learned the tricks of the trade while growing up in Brazil and playing for the Corinthians Academy. He is smooth on the ball, fearless in attack, and he's got the ability to unlock a defense with one moment of brilliance. Jackson learned this when he tucked this ball away to open up the scoring. Even though Motown lost, Ramos was one of their best performers, and he turned in another brilliant performance in their most recent win against Jackson. When the Brazilian is pulling the strings, Motown are a different team and firing on all cylinders. So there you go. Troiano and Ramos, my 2 players to keep an eye out for. But I'll tell you what, every single player on this field deserves to be here. They are so talented. There's a reason these 2 teams are some of the best in the whole country. So this is going to be a fun one. Now, enough of the build-up. Kickoff is next.
Well, you just heard it. This matchup has everything. History, the star power, of course, and what you haven't heard maybe is the intensity that only a playoff game between these 2 sides can deliver. It's going to be a real fun one on New Logical Sports today. I'm Chris Daly. Thanks so much for joining us. And before we dive into kickoff, I want you guys to know this. Grab some popcorn, grab a drink, buckle up, and settle in, because we got playoff soccer right here on New Logical on top of the press box at Donovan Catholic.
Mike Bell against the world. Mike Bell.
Into the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Kick to the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. What a goal for Rosero!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Go! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Speed, baby.
The Kingdom have won the championship.
I want something just like.
Gorgeous flick, in on goal, number 4.
I want something just like.
Player on the day, and now Waterford come on the attack again. There's an opportunity for the first score of the game. Now they've got space once again for Conor O'Shea. It's Conor O'Shea off the right. Another score. Sends it up towards Gary Corliss. And Westmeath have come away with it. It's Conor O'Shea, sends it in. Waterford keep the pressure on. Another chance for a score. It's fed in and over the bar. And now Waterford New York come again. Darren O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue shifts it onto his right. Darren O'Donoghue sends it over the bar. Gets it out wide. There's Peter Clark into the forward line. There's a chance for Murish Curtin. Sends it into the top corner. Murish Curtin with a scorcher. It's into the back of the net now. It's a goal back. The green flag raised for Waterford, 120. It's all but job done for Eugene Kynes' men. And now another opportunity. Charging in on goal once more. And it's gone through the net, in fact. And into the back of the net, the green flag raised for the second time for Westmeath. Temperatures, it's 78 Fahrenheit here at the moment, 25 degrees Celsius here in the Bronx. So much speed as well, and it's on show here at the moment. O'Donovan Rossa, must have been Bridget's trying to get back in to block them down. And now there's another chance for a goal. ODR and a super save. The second attempt is into the goal, but the referee potentially blowing the whistle. The green flag is raised. Driving into the Bridget's half. Here's Melia. Gives it back to Ella. It's into the top left corner. Shelley Melia pointing Ella, who buries one into the top corner. It's a teammate out there, Kathleen Yor, and the ball's fed into the penalty area again. Square to the back post, and it's into the back of the net. Ellie Murdoch slots it in. A few minutes ago she's been all over the forward line. Here she is again, dropping into midfield, and now ODR with acres of space to run into towards the penalty area. Another chance for a goal. Shelley Melia takes it around the goalkeeper, cool, calm and collected. Half forward line I should say, and here she is again. Niamh Fox charging towards the ODR goal. The shot comes in and it's into the back of the net. Niamh Fox off the left foot. She's found the second goal for Bridges.
Play a year pro. Eddie Speed, sending it out wide. Stretch out the Dax Lions defense. He has a nice cross as he attempted before. It beats his man. He's going to take the shot straight to goal, and it goes in, and it's in the net. It's the opening goal by FC Motown. They go 1-0. Everybody, so we hope you can follow us on Instagram at @LoveSports. Nice little trap there as he tries to put it in the back of the net. It just slips over the line. It doesn't cross fully. It's still in play. The referee might disagree with that. He's going to count it. It's going to be a second goal for FC Motown, and I think this time it a little more slowly. A switch to McGregor. Nice trap, and he's onside. He's got the space. Goes for the cross, and it's an own goal or possibly a finish by Eddie Speed. It looks like it's going to be a finish from Eddie Speed, and Motown get that third goal to give them the cushion. Goal scoring opportunity goes into the back of the net. It is going to be Jackson Lions who enter the scoring sheet. Owen. It's the final finish.
Of FC Motown. And now, the starting 11 for your very own Jackson Lions! From Northwestern University, number 1, Rafa Ponce de Leon. From Villanova University, number 2, the captain, Tommy Johnson. From the New Jersey Institute of Technology, number 3, Jack the Genius Ronald. From Red Bulls 2, Ramapo College, number 4, Joe Bala. From the Haiti national team, number 6, Mean Gene Voltaire. From the New Jersey Institute of Technology, number 7, Jeremy Stage 5 Flinger. On call this evening from Columbia University, number 8, Dr. Brandon Newman. From UCLA, number 9, Anderson Asiedu. From Rowan University, number 11, Joey Curas. From Providence University, number 21, Ian Downtown Abbey. I love that. From Rowan University, number 19, Johnny Tri-State Troiano. And the rest of your Jackson Lions, led by head coach Brad Fraley and assistant head coach Mike Durazo. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that we all now please rise and remove our caps in honor of our national anthem.
Alright, you good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived for the biggest game at this level in this state. The Jackson Lions and FC Motown. The script writes itself. Two teams embedded in the lower league soccer scene. On one hand, the Jackson Lions were founded by Mike Durazzo. They have since ascended to a national status through the NJ State Cup. Their plethora of men's teams, from the senior level team to the over 40s, they are well and truly one of the most impressive community clubs in the entire country. On the flip side of the coin, we got an FC Motown side that have similar origins. Dan Carozin founded FC Motown. It was a co-ed team initially. They have since won the NPSL National Championship in 2022. They were runners-up in 2018 and in 2024. They've been to the U.S. Open Cup 7 times with this NPSL team, one with their USL League 2 side. Their USL League 2 side right now, speaking of them, is a top 15 team in the entire country. Their NPSL side not far behind. Oh my goodness, goosebumps, adrenaline, all of the emotions right now before this game. But deep breaths for both of these teams. Exhale, think about the game plan, and execute. 4 changes for both sides from their regular season matchup, their second regular season matchup that is a week ago. For the home side, the Jackson Lions, Rafa Ponce de Leon provides some great security in net. They've been missing him all season long. He's been trialing with a few professional clubs. He was one of the most impressive goalies in the NCAA throughout his junior and senior years. And meanwhile, Tommy Johnson, the captain, he is back. He was here last game as well, but in the first game against Motown, should I say, he had to miss that one due to a wedding. But from last game, Joe Falla, Gene Voltaire, and Joey Kirak also entering the starting lineup. Kirak did come off the bench. Meanwhile, for FC Motown, also 4 changes. Nick Collins, Andres Lazo, Joe Holland, and Zachary Perez. Important to note, Zachary Perez, one of the longest tenured players at an individual club in the entire NPSL. He has been with Motown for their national championship triumph in 2022. I believe, if I'm not mistaken now, there is no official record book. I would have to talk to Dan at halftime, of course. But hey, 6 seasons. What I understand for Zachary Perez now with FC Motown, he is just a mainstay in this team. That is the left fullback today for Motown, who will be boasting 4 in the back. Up top, keep an eye out for Mo Germain. Not a guy highlighted in the pregame because he, hasn't played a whole lot this season. But when Mo Germain is on the field, he is one of the most lethal goal scorers in the entire country. We are officially underway here at Donovan Catholic High School. Again, it's Jackson Lions versus FC Motown. The Lions in red, Motown in their gray and green kit. Motown, the 4th seed in the NPSL. A very uncharacteristic regular season for them. You don't really see them lose many games ever at this level. And this season, they had a few setbacks, especially about halfway through the year. They eventually figured things out, however, and got it together. As we have our first throw-in of the day, it'll be Tommy Johnson to do the honors. 6 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses on the year for Motown. They scored 24 goals, allowed 14. Jackson Lions, 7 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses as Johnson flicks it up and away. Motown have scored a blistering 43 goals. 11 of them came in our match 2 match weeks ago now against Hershey FC. They scored 11 goals in that one right here at home. It was a beautiful day of football for the Lions. Anderson Asiedu, who is the starting holding midfielder, scored a hat-trick off the bench. Scored 3 goals in 20 minutes, and here he is pressing Ouedraogo Ouedraogo does a nice job at just keeping the ball and offloading it out wide to Perez. Now it's Andres Lazo. Lazo tries to slip it through, and the big Joe Fala, the 6'7" towering center back's there to intercept. Ouedraogo with a good clip ball, looking for Lazo. Comes to the Lions. Johnson finds Abiel. Beautiful dummy, and John Troiano turns. He's got room. He'll slip it to Ian Abbey. A run from Jeremy Klinger as well as Troiano. He tries to feed Klinger in toward the back post. Unable to retrieve it. First real big chance of the day. I think Jackson will be a bit disappointed they didn't make anything more of that one. Ian Abbey, number 21 in red. Perhaps one of the most talented players on the field. He's made 6 appearances relatively recently with Fort Wayne in USL League One. He's played in the USL Championship for Philly Union 2. As Fala's header soars over the bar. 2.5 minutes through here in Toms River. In net for the Lions is Tyler Krongard, who we've seen here and there this season. He's not been the starter day in and day out. It was a U23, or his brother rather, TJ was a U23 standout, but Tyler himself, a real impressive goalie as the ball slipped through here on the near side of the pitch. Motown lose it, and the Lions win it right back. The first game this season between these two sides took place right here at Donovan Catholic. That was on May 30th. It was a 3-1 win for the Jackson Lions. Asiedu scored a goal, as did Jean Voltaire, and to cap it off was Miranda Jr. John Troiano was the assist provider there. Here he is running forward. His direct runs have been lethal this season. He scored 11 goals. That is a team high. That is a game high for any player within the NPSL this summer. He has scored 28 goals in his NPSL career. One of the most storied goal scorers we've seen in the Keystone Conference. Has played for Monmouth. He scored 5 for Motown last year. Here is the Lions battling for it. They win another throw. It was Jean Voltaire trying to get his foot on it. And now it's John Troiano. The driven throw from Troiano is batted away. Tommy Johnson wins the second ball. He'll be called for a foul. And Lions fans not too happy with that one. Here is Damian Tarasca. Now it's Dushank, somebody we've seen so much in these Motown colors. Just a terrific player, playing a bit more of a center back position today, but when he's playing at fullback, he's a guy who loves to take players on, can whip in a real good cross. Just a versatile player, a coach's dream as Asiedu karate kicks it all the way to Motown's defensive third. They'll look to build from the back here. Kronger on the ball. It's a direct feed up top to Jermaine. He's battling with Fala. Jermaine wins it. Jermaine with a shot. First save of the day for Rafa Ponce de Leon in that highlighter yellow. A relatively easy one for him. You got to put a bit more on it if you're Mo Jermaine and want to get by one of the best goalies at this level. Ponce de Leon was a team MVP last year as the Lions have the ball on the far side of the pitch, moving with it. Oh, and what a beautiful ball to Troiano, kick save. What a save from Tyler Krongard, keeping this game knotted at zeros. Best chance of the day thus far. For either side, John Troiano was in on net, so he thought. Troiano with another long throw. Krongard's there. The goalies have come to play. And back to Ponce de Leon. He was actually terrific in this very game last year. These two teams met in the semifinals of the Keystone Conference. That time it was at Montclair State. Motown were the higher seed, but they lost. It was Tommy Johnson's second goal, a beautiful goal, as well as an own goal earlier in the game that won it for the Lions. Troiano and Ian Abbey have been making some real strong runs in behind. Haven't seen a whole lot of Joey Kurak. Would like to see him get a bit more involved as Ponce de Leon steps up to take the kick here. Head coach for FC Motown, Torrey Weaver, in his iconic straw hat on the sideline, directing his players. The kick goes right to the path of Motown, and they'll move forward with numbers and with pace. It's now Jermaine. He feeds the ball in behind. It's Luca Campbell. Luca Campbell back to Perez. Perez to Ouedraogo, and now Perez again. Here's Jermaine. Just a little too much for Motown. They lose it, win it right back, however. Ian Abbey pressing. Good pressure applied from him. Maybe not perfect as he's called for the foul. Just clips Duchesne there. Ian Abbey made 16 starts in the fall for Providence. He spent his first 3 years of college ball at Rutgers University. Played for the YSC Academy, which is the Philadelphia Union's premier academy. Unfortunately, the Union no longer in the NPSL. They used to have a development side in this very conference. It was always a fun away trip for both of these teams as Asiedu feeds it to Johnson. Johnson's dispossessed. Joe Holland has it in the midfield, offloads it to Jason Bottini, the Monmouth University man. He's been starring for Motown this summer. Whenever he plays, he scores. The guy is just a pure goal scorer. Somebody Lions need to keep an extra eye out for today as they keep the ball. Troiano almost wins the ball. Running like a headless chicken, but that's not a negative by any means about Troiano. He just applies so much pressure. He just runs like the wind at times. Such a hard worker. His work rate up top is really to be desired for in any forward at this level. A nice little nutmeg. And now it's Fala pushing forward. His pass intercepted by Perez. He has to backtrack quickly as Mo Germain gets the ball. Mo Germain doing it all himself. Germain moves in. Germain with a cross to the back post. Lazo with the recovery. It's Lazo on Johnson. A couple of stutter steps, fakes it to the right, slides in at the near post, and it is booted away by Jean Voltaire. One of the few players who has scored a goal in this rivalry for both clubs. Voltaire, a former Motown man, has since joined the Lions. He scored a header in the 3-1 win for the Lions at home on May 30th. Perez, a long throw. Headed away, falls to Germain. What a strike! Motown score first. Mo Germain with a stunner.
Goal scored for FC Motown by number 23, Magwindo Germain.
The Celtics draw first blood. The Motown fans at Donovan Catholic excited. And the Lion fans left to wonder what went wrong there as They reset with John Troiano. We are 12 minutes through. Again, 1-0, Mo Germain with the goal. And who else for Motown except Mo Germain? The guy is an absolute beast. He scored his first goal of the season against the Lions just a week ago. He hasn't really played a whole lot this summer. But last year, 7 goals. And this isn't good for the Lions. They're dispossessed. It's Germain again. On his right foot. A nice ball. And it hits the post. Recovery. Nearly a stunner. Nearly back-to-back goals. But not quite. Luca Campbell. With the chance for FC Motown. It might have been Joe Holland, excuse me. And it's unfortunate for Motown. Because if you go up 2-0 early on Jackson, away from home, that's all the confidence you need in the world to just grind the rest of the game out. Corner for Motown will be taken by Lazo. Lazo whips it in. No one can get there. It's chipped back up by Bottini. A little too much mustard on it. Goes out for Ponce de Leon. Game is pretty even thus far. Motown certainly the better of chances. The goal was the most definitive, and of course it finds the back of the net. However, Lions had a real nice strike, courtesy of John Troiano. But an even better save from Tyler Krongard had kept the game at 0-0, and that was about maybe 6 minutes into the match. Bottini working out wide. It looks like it'll be off his foot, and that's the right call from the referee, even though Bottini is a little frustrated. Now it's Jeremy Klinger, the dynamo, out on the right wing. He is so fast, can change a game with his speed. That time he'll be called for a foul, just gets tangled up with Zachary Perez. Cole Duchesne lets go of the ball. Duchesne, a fun player to watch, as I mentioned before. He's a Lafayette guy. 7 starts this past fall at the Division I level. As the ball slips through, Mo Germain almost there. Ponce de Leon makes the save. But Duchesne, in his second season with Motown, he really impressed at the U23 level for them. Somebody who's just risen the ranks. Ian Abbey. Nice ball to Troiano. Troiano with an even better delivery back. Ian Abbey working inside the 18. His strike saved by Krongard. He's been the MVP so far. 2 real strong saves, but a nice bit of play there from the Lions. Troiano and Abbey connecting. Those are the 2 guys they need to continue to find. They are the difference makers. Troiano again with 11 goals this summer for the Lions, and Ian Abbey, a professional player. I mean, a professional caliber player. Can keep giving those guys the ball. Magic will happen. Troiano, an All-American for Rowan, one of their best players of all time, and that's not a sight you want to see as Abbey goes down holding his ankle. Really hope he's okay. It would be very unfortunate to lose him early in this one. Looks like he'll be good to carry on here. Just walk it off. Gets a nice applause from the home crowd. Nice ball to switch the play. Lions with a good cross in. Kurak was searching for it. It was just too far out in front of him. Contested ball in the midfield. One out by Motown. Joe Holland. Joe Holland retrieves it once more for Motown. He gives it back, and now the switch ball to Lazo. Touch of silk from him. Collins, Wadrago. Collins again. Resets with Krongard. Taraska. His long ball right to Jean Voltaire. Voltaire drives forward. Look at him go. Voltaire taking on the whole team. Can he keep going? He loses it. Klinger almost wins the second ball. He falls down. Ref says play on. Perez moves forward. And that ball to Jermaine was the right idea. He had the crevice to slip the ball through. Just unable to weight it properly. Klinger now gets on the ball. Here he is again. Klinger working on Perez. Oh, nice move from Jeremy Klinger. Perez pushes him down. Ref calls for the foul. Is it inside the box? No, it'll be just outside. No card either. Maybe a bit surprising there, as Perez did have his arms extended. Klinger certainly sells the foul. Jeremy Klinger from Soccertown, USA. If you're not familiar with that nickname, it's what we call Kearney, New Jersey around these parts. He's a rising junior at NJIT.
Let's go, Lions!
A real great story. He went to Caldwell for his freshman year and then transferred to NJIT, so now he's playing at the Division I level. And a yellow card is eventually shown to Zachary Perez. Ian Abbey standing over the ball. Be surprised if he doesn't take it. You might want the foot of Abbey just to clip it in here. Looks like he won't.
Let's go!
Here's your delivery. Doesn't beat the first man. Put in again. To the back post. The 6'7" Joe Fala got his head on it, but not enough behind it. And now it's Motown's turn to attack. Mo Germain out wide. Bettini goes down. Real good work from him to wrestle for that foul. Motown with the ball into the back post. Headed. Is Ponce de Leon there? No. Second ball. Oh, it's scuffed. A wasted opportunity for Motown. Anderson Asiatu, one of the best ball-winning midfielders in the entire league, wins it there for the Lions. Here's a throw-in from Johnson. Looking for Troiano, just a bit too much on it. Now it's Dushank. Wadrago. Out to Zachary Perez. Perez gets it again. It's one of the best rivalries at this level nationwide. I've said it before, I'll say it again as the ball is clipped in behind. Looking for Luca Campbell. He's called offsides. Well, you look at the history of these two teams, the amount of trophies that they have won, it's just such a successful rivalry. And the Jackson Lions, who won the Keystone Conference last year, they got by New Jersey United AC in the final. They're looking to continue continue upon that success. They won the 2023 New Jersey State Cup Championship, or Region 1 finalist in 2022. They've won the Garden State Soccer League a plethora of times. Their reserve side have had success. Their women's team, their U23s are over 30s, over 40s, the list goes on. Now it's Troiano on the ball. Brandon Newman in the middle, the Columbia man. Krongold looks to just slip a ball through to the forward line. It was won out by Ouedraogo real nicely. And now Motown in transition. Jermaine draws a foul. He goes down. Good work from him. It's interesting watching this game without Joel Quist, who scored the game-winning goal in the Lions 1-0 triumph of New Jersey United a year ago. Or Chris Katona, a Lions legend. How about Walter Calderon, one of the best players we've ever seen at this level, who has since retired from this senior level action. He scored 72 goals in a Lions uniform. Wonder what the game would look like with some of those guys on the field. And the same can be said for FC Motown with Dilly Duca, a former MLS player who then coached Motown but led them to the 2018 National Championship.
Oh, as a player.
And there's a nice slide tackle from Gene Voltaire. That team was loaded with talent. Even the Nigro brothers, who own a huge soccer training company, AP2T, played for both of these clubs. Have had so much success with both of them, as the corner is whipped in to the top of the 6, headed away by Fala. Troiano looks to do something with the ball, and he'll win a throw-in. That counts for something, right? Kurak on the ball. Mentioned it a bit earlier in the game, but haven't seen a whole lot of the young Joey Kurak. Hasn't been able to get many touches in the early goings here. I thought he was somebody who just really impressed me in the first game between these two sides right here at Donovan Catholic. He's just a lively player out there, hustles his butt off as Jermaine is called offsides. About 25 minutes through, again 1-0. Mo Jermaine did score the lone goal so far in this one. It's Tommy Johnson, the former Villanova man, a Manasquan superstar back in high school. What a ball to Klinger. Troiano trying to win the second ball. It will be Motown to possess with Bottini. Here he is. Goes up, goes down, Krongold on it. Now it's Jermaine who drops in from the forward line. Jermaine. And Motown lose it. Anderson Asiedu. Anderson played for Motown in the U.S. Open Cup. One of the many guys who have played for both sides. Too much on it. Luca Campbell can't connect with Andres Lazo out on the right wing. In the other game here in the Keystone Conference, it'll be Westchester United versus the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. The winner plays the winner of this match. So we'll see what happens there. Both teams have been on a tear this year. Westchester United, 22 points. That is tied with the Lions total. However, the Lions were able to receive the 1 seed. Tommy Johnson out wide. Gives it up to Joe Fala. Now Joe Fala looking for the long run from Krongold. Holland to Bettini. Jason Bettini, one-on-one with Krogel, puts it on his right foot, clips it in. There is Holland, and there's the save from Ponce de Leon. An insightful bit of football from FC Motown. Really like what I saw out of them on that possession. But Ponce de Leon able to make the save. And that's the benefit of having one of the best in net. Oh my. It looks like Holland was almost able to get lucky on that tackle there. And luckily, Voltaire received a few man-on calls as the ball hits the ref. Play will stop for a brief second here. Nearly a half hour gone at Donovan Catholic. Still 1-0. Rounding out the rest of the table in the Keystone Conference, the WC Predators on 12 points, New Jersey United AC on 11, PDA on 7, and Hershey FC on 0. The Lions scored the most goals. Well, actually, excuse me, check that. Westchester scored the most goals with 57. Motown, the best defense, only 14 goals allowed. Dushank wins the ball. Here's Perez. Now Luca Campbell. Back to Dushank. Perez again. Jermaine. Some good interplay between these Motown players. Ouedraogo wins it. A good little chest touch from him. He's the engine in the midfield for FC Motown. Keeps things ticking. Always makes the right pass. And here he is. As he's fixing his hair, clips the ball through to Lazo. Lazo unable to win in. Asiedu with a real nice spin in the middle of the park. Ouedraogo still fixing the hair. Lazo on the ball, his right foot. Oh, a nice ball to Holland. Holland fouled by Fala. At least that's what the Motown bench thinks. They say it's a clean play between the two Joes. And now it's Ouedraogo. It's back to Bettini. The Monmouth University man just gives it up. Ian Abbey chasing, leading the press for the Lions. He's somebody who the Lions haven't utilized enough. Earlier in the game, we saw bits here and there of Ian Abbey receiving the ball, but I haven't seen a whole lot of him since then. I'd like for him to drop into the midfield, get touches on the ball. Right now you see Kurek dropping in and Abbey making the run. I think you want Abbey dropping in. They're going to reverse their roles there, and now it's Ian Abbey getting on the ball. It's a sloppy first touch from him. It was unlucky, though, the bounce right before it. And it's Brandon Newman. They call him the Doctor getting on the ball. The Doctor just overcooks that one right into the path of Tyler Krongard. There's been some great games between the Motown and the Lions. One of the best was earlier this year, a 3-1 win in favor of the Lions. You looked at the semifinal last year. That was a pivotal moment in the history of this Jackson Lions club. What about 2024, though? Ian Abbey scored a goal for the Lions. Gene Voltaire scored for Motown. John Troiano in the midfield, who's keeping possession for Jackson. His team's played in the Keystone East Conference Championship in 2024, where it's a 4-1 win in favor of Motown. Oh, and a great ball from Troiano to Tommy Johnson. Johnson trying to slide it back into a Jackson Lions runner. It looks like Asiedu was maybe making the run. It was picked off by Motown, and now it's Mo Germain dribbling the ball, working on Troiano. Just hits it right by him, keeps going. Germain does it all himself. This pitch is Mo Germain's dance floor. He keeps going. Now to Lazo at the top of the box. Will he have a strike on his left foot? It's blocked by the great Wall of Fala. Joe Fala, a former professional, as is Ian Abbey right here on the ball. Puts it on his right, looking for Krongold, who's made such a great run, and they're going to call him offside. Joe Fala played for the New York Red Bulls too. Also played with FC Motown a great deal. But again, he is now starting as the center back for the Jackson Lions. And it looks like the Lions are gearing up to make their first substitution of the day. Osman Mendez will be checking in for Anderson Asiedu. Perhaps an injury, maybe he has to leave. Not sure the full story here.
From Montclair State University, number 24, Osman Mendez.
One of the best players for the Lions with an early exit in this game. Long ball. Abbey running onto it. Troiano and Johnson have had a few good moments of play together. It's an interesting duo out here on the near side of the pitch. Ball now out for Krongold. He had a brilliant first half of the year, maybe first few games even. Scored 4 goals, had 2 Man of the Match awards to kick off the campaign this spring/summer. Oh, what a step from Voltaire. And a good job from Johnson to keep things ticking. Ian Abbey on the half turn, running on Collins. Abbey tries to split the defense. Now it's Troiano. Troiano on his right foot. He has a strike. This guy just loves to shoot. He loves to score goals. Such a proactive player, a forward-thinking player. Osman Mendez keeps the ball. Checks into the game, immediately makes an impact. Just moving around. Former star for FC Monmouth as well at this very level. And here's a good play from Joe Holland. Joe Holland moving with pace out on the left wing. Eventually cuts it back, looks for Perez. Campbell. Now it's Ouedraogo. Collins. There's Mo Germain. Mo Germain with the strike. Tommy Johnson gets right in front of it. That one's got to hurt for the birthday boy. Yeah, that's right. Tommy Johnson's, I believe, 24th birthday. If TJ's watching this and it's your 23rd, 25th, or 20, I don't even know. Please correct me. But I believe 24th. Wished him a happy birthday earlier. Didn't specify the age. Wasn't sure. He's looking for another great game against Motown. Last year, he scored such a beautiful solo goal. It's well-deserved for a guy who has dealt with so many injuries but has just kept chipping away. And to keep playing at this level after all that he went through, it's so impressive. He pretty much fractured his entire leg. Such a long recovery and such a resilient human being. Ian Abbey running down on the left wing. Wins the throw-in. He was looking to go quick. He didn't have enough numbers forward. Jackson Lions joined the NPSL in 2022. They had 5 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw that year, 16 points. Missed out on the Keystone Conference playoffs. Here is the throw-in. Rolls to Klinger. Klinger and Perez battling for it. Klinger will get around him. His cross, however, just wasn't executed properly. And back to the Lions' history, if you will. 2023, tied on 19 points with Atlantic City in the Keystone East, but missed out on playoffs once again due to head-to-head results. Then 2024, they go to the playoffs, but they lose to Motown, who inevitably went to the national championship game. They had tied Motown, though, 2-2. in their first game that year. It was their first point on Motown in the league. And then 2025, things came together for them. They won the Keystone East Conference Championship. This year, it's just a Keystone Conference, as a few teams have left the Keystone East and West, so they have merged back for the first time since 2022. FC Motown, four-time conference champions here in the NPSL. They played a total of 16 games against professional competition, including the Ecuadorian national team, who beat Germany at the World Cup this year. Not bad. Osman Mendez clips the ball over for Ian Abbey. Ouedraogo, a saucy little play from him, and now it's Mo Germain on the turn. Germain has so much pace when he's dribbling, and what a ball to Battini. He's dragged down. At least it looked like he was. Ref says there's no substance to it. Krongold keeps playing. Battini again. Scored 3 goals for Monmouth in the fall. Oh, a nice move from Luca Campbell. Touch was too heavy, however. Lions charging forward. A good tackle in the midfield from Ouedraogo. A nice stick tackle. Ouedraogo had Lazo out on the right, and it is worth noting as well, just for the second half, maybe this plays a factor. FC Motown has a superb bench right now. Eric Ruiz, star. Julian Gomez, star. Cameron McGregor, star. Jonathan Gutierrez, another star. And then Melvin Pierre-Louis and Gregory Pereira, also stars. Kind of reminds me of the skit, if you've ever seen. It was a high school football guy, and he said, "Dog, we got Johnny, dog." Just keeps going through the list. That's the Motown bench. Here is Battini out on the left wing. His cross intercepted by Mendez, who has been a real force since checking into this game. Abbey to Troiano. Things open up for the Lions here. Troiano couldn't get there. He couldn't get a touch on the ball. He was so close. That was the moment, and it was a beautiful ball from Ian Abbey. Perfectly weighted. It's a silky smooth touch from Ian Abbey. Torrey Weaver yelling at the ref. Tensions building in this game. Krongard absolutely boots it into a new time zone. One out by the Lions. Can Newman keep it in the midfield? No, he cannot. Mo Germain wins it. Not a lot of numbers forward for Motown. Just need a hold-up play from him. That's exactly what they get as Fala just falls on top of him. Mo Germain on the ground. Not a whole lot of flopping at this level is something I always appreciate. If you're watching the World Cup right now, it may be insufferable. Even as a huge fan of this sport, and I'm so happy others are now watching it as well here in this country. But gosh, sometimes it's tough watching these guys just cry on the ground for something as minuscule as getting just touched. Sometimes they don't even get touched. They don't even get hit and they go down. I don't get it. You don't see that here, though. As the shot goes to the near post, it was A minute? I missed a goal.
No, you're good, you're good.
Well, Troiano with a delicious ball to Ian Abbey. And Ian Abbey with a finish that is as good as it gets.
But you're good now. Anyway, you gotta make sure to.
The former professional for Fort Wayne FC and the Philly Union second side levels this game, and we got hints of the first game we saw here this season. Motown had scored first, and they score second. They score a second. FC Motown bounce right back after the Lions equalize, a gut punch for the home side. And it's headed away and tucked away by Nick Collins.
Goal scored by number 16, Luca Campbell of FC Motown.
It's the first game we saw here this season. Motown had scored first and they scored second.
Correction, goal scored by number 7, Nicholas Collins.
So just like that, this game changes completely. Lions thought they had equalized, gained all the confidence they wanted, all the confidence they needed heading into the half. And in a split second, Nick Collins scores a goal that deflates the Lions. They still have time to score another. There's an injury in the middle of the park. Can't make out. I believe it is Bettini who goes down. Hope he is okay. There's been one substitution so far. It was Osman Mendez to come in for Anderson Asiedu. Torrey Weaver might have to consult with his staff here to see if Bettini is good to keep on going. Looks like he will be, as he just walks it off. Ouedraogo. Now it's Joey Kirak. Kirak with a strong tackle. Nick Collins maybe won it, however. Klinger loses out on it to Ouedraogo in the midfield. It looks like he takes a head to the chest, perhaps. Will the Lions keep on playing? The ref doesn't see Ouedraogo down in the middle of the park. Lions keep on moving. It's Klinger with the ball. Klinger loses it. Ouedraogo gets up now. And now it's Dushank. Out on the left wing, all alone. Dushank working on like 4 Lion players. Brandon Newman wins it. Dushank wins it back. Eventually play is stopped. Tommy Johnson with a clip ball to John Troiano. Headed out for a corner. Looks like... Oh, I thought it would be the last play of the game, but the ref blows the whistle for halftime. So that will be it. The score is FC Motown 2, the Jackson Lions 1. You're watching the Keystone East semifinals in a real heated game. Exactly what we had in mind before, right here on New Logical Sports. We'll be back in a moment.
Mike Bell against the world. Mike Bell.
Into the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Into the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. Rosero.
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Speed, baby.
The Kingdom have won the championship.
I want something just like...
Gorgeous flick, in on goal, number 4.
I want something just like...
Player on the day, and now Waterford come on the attack again. There's an opportunity for the first score of the game. Now they've got space once again for Conor O'Shea. It's Conor O'Shea off the right. Another score. Sends it up towards Gary Corliss. And Westmeath have come away with it. It's Conor O'Shea, sends it in. Waterford keep the pressure on. Another chance for a score. It's fed in and over the bar. And now Waterford New York come again. Darren O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue shifts it onto his right. Darren O'Donoghue sends it over the bar. Gets it out wide. There's Peter Clark into the forward line. There's a chance for Murish Curtin. Sends it into the top corner. Murish Curtin with a scorcher. It's into the back of the net now. It's a goal back. The green flag raised for Waterford, 120. It's all but job done for Eugene Kynes' men. And now another opportunity. Charging in on goal once more. And it's gone through the net, in fact. And into the back of the net, the green flag raised for the second time for Westmeath. Temperatures, it's 78 Fahrenheit here at the moment, 25 degrees Celsius here in the Bronx. So much speed as well, and it's on show here at the moment. O'Donovan Rossa, must have been Bridget's trying to get back in to knock them down. And now there's another chance for a goal. ODR and a super save. The second attempt is into the goal, but the referee potentially blowing the whistle. The green flag is raised. Driving into the Bridget's half. Here's Melia. Gives it back to Ella. It's into the top left corner. Shelley Melia finding Ella, who buries one into the top corner. It's a teammate out there, Kathleen Yor, and the ball's fed into the penalty area again. Square to the back post, and it's into the back of the net. Ellie Murdoch slots it in. A few minutes ago she's been all over the forward line. Here she is again, dropping into midfield, and now ODR with acres of space to run into towards the penalty area. Another chance for a goal. Shelley Melia takes it around the goalkeeper, cool, calm and collected. The half forward line I should say, and here she is again. Neve Fox charging towards the ODR goal. The shot comes in and it's into the back of the net. Neve Fox off the left foot. She's found the second goal for Bridget's.
Play a year pro. Eddie Speed sending it out wide. Looking to stretch out the Dax Lions defense. He has a nice cross. As they attempted before, it beats his man. He's going to take the shot straight to goal, and it goes in, and it's in the net. It's the opening goal by FC Motown. They go 1-0. Everybody, so we hope you can follow us on Instagram at Logical Sports. Nice little trap there as he tries to put it in the back of the net. It just slips over the line. It doesn't cross fully. It's still in play. The referee might disagree with that. He's going to count it. It's going to be a second goal for FC Motown, and I think this time it a little more slowly. A switch to McGregor. Nice trap, and he's onside. He's got the space. Goes for the cross, and it's an own goal or possibly a finish by Eddie Speed. It looks like it's going to be a finish from Eddie Speed, and Motown get that third goal to give them the cushion. This goal scoring opportunity goes into the back of the net. It is going to be Jackson Lyons who entered the scoring sheet. Owen. It's the final finish.
kids of the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. Rosero.
Death, taxes, in the Jackson Lions in FC Motown in a heated playoff game. For the third year in a row, it's the Lions and the Celtics right here in the Keystone Conference battling it out in knockout football. These are the two premier lower division sides in the state of New Jersey across the past decade plus. And today, one of their seasons will end short. The Lions have all the talent in the world, top to bottom. You look at Rafa Ponce de Leon, their goalie, he has been spectacular. And then Ian Abbey, their goal scorer up top, has been no less terrific. John Troiano as well was an All-American at Rowan this past fall. But they find themselves down 2-1 to an FC Motown team that is equally as talented. Nick Collins scored the second goal. The first goal belongs to Mo Germain. And you want to talk about a guy who just turns it on at the end of the season when things really matter? Well, Mo Germain is your guy. He is as fast as any player at this level. He's been taking on players one-on-one for fun tonight, and he is my player to watch in the second half. I think if anybody on both sides of the pitch are going to change the game, it's going to be Mo Germain to change it once again. If Motown gets a third, that is all the comfort they need in the world. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they are battling and searching to make this game 2-2 as early as possible. We have 45 minutes of play left here at Donovan Catholic on New Logical Sports. Maybe 30 more after, maybe penalties after. I don't want to speak too soon, but we'll see what happens. Anything can happen after all in the NPSL National Playoffs. Again, you're watching right here on New Logical Sports. We'll be back in a moment.
Mike Bello against the world. Mike Bello.
Kids of the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Kids of the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. Rosero.
We are back underway here at Donovan Catholic in the Keystone Conference semifinals. The number 1 seeded Jackson Lions and the number 4 seeded FC Motown jockeying for a spot in the Keystone Conference Championship game. Who will it be? We'll figure out soon here on New Logical Sports. We are officially underway as John Troiano kicks us off right to Rafa Ponce de Leon. After a real exciting first 45 minutes of play, both teams very tactical and just smart in how they were approaching this game. We'll see what happens in the second 45. I imagine they try to open up a bit more, try to attack a bit more directly if they can, if the opportunities allow for it. It's Osman Mendez on the ball for the Lions. He gives it to the Columbia man, Mr. Ivy League himself, Brandon Newman. Now it's Krongold with the ball. Switched all the way out wide to Tommy Johnson, who's dispossessed. Luca Campbell. Oh, a nice ball through. I believe that is Melvin Pierre-Louis, and the clearance from Krongold just absolutely smashed. And we'll confirm soon if... actually, excuse me, that is going to be Cameron McGregor, the right winger, to check into the game for FC Motown. So that's a huge addition for Motown. McGregor scored a goal. Their last time out. Here's the header. McGregor's there. McGregor with a goal. right on cue. One of the best players at this level makes it a 3-1 game. And you can hear the crickets here at Donovan Catholic as the Celtics celebrate in the corner. The Yonkers, New York man, he represented Trinidad at the U20 level. He's played in Germany. He's played for Cedar Stars. He's played in the APSL.
By number 11, Cameron McGregor.
He's got his second goal of his young season for FC Motown. He only joined them very late in the year. And that was a real nice finish off the corner. And now it's 3-1. Lions on the back foot. They need to answer soon. The Lions had answered. Motown scored the initial goal. The Lions then scored with Ian Abbey. And about a minute later, it was Nick Collins who scored the second goal for Motown, which totally changed the dynamics of this one. Mendez to Troiano. Troiano with a little back heel looking for Kurak. And to answer my producer Pat Murphy's question, I believe he's from Yonkers. That's what it says on Transfer Market. And here he is, running down the ball out wide. Gosh, this is going to be an exciting tandem, a forward tandem of Mo Germain and Cameron McGregor. He went to Germany, though, age 17. Drago. Oh, wow, he is just the main man, the central point of contact in the midfield. Drago again, just delivering delicious 1-2s with his teammates. Mendez. Out to Gene Voltaire, now Tommy Johnson. Tommy Johnson, the Manasquan man, was one of the best players in Warriors soccer history. I remember seeing him against my hometown of Wall when I was a middle schooler. He was a junior in high school at the time, and he was far and away the best player on the field. I said to myself, this guy is going to go D1. A few days later, he had committed to Villanova. Actually didn't play his senior year, and then had a real stellar career at Nova, dealt with some just gruesome injuries, and he's now the captain for the Lions, and he's on the ball. Tries to find Klinger, opposite side of the pitch. Germain out to McGregor. Showtime. McGregor with the run from Campbell. Fala intervenes. McGregor wins it back. McGregor dances to his right. And a nice sliding tackle from Voltaire temporarily pauses the attack for Motown. We'll see what the ensuing corner can bring. It'll be Joe Holland to take it. The 2022 national champions with a healthy 3-1 lead. Can they make it 4-1? 51 minutes through. Here is the corner headed away by Voltaire, and now John Troiano has room to run. Ian Abbey is making a run as well. Troiano with Bettini defending him. A nice 1-2 with Abbey and Troiano. They are quickly dispossessed, however, by Motown, who just diffused this Lions attack. Motown just suffocating defensively. They're one of the best defensive sides. They have been the best defensive side in the conference, despite being fourth in the division. Their season has been real interesting. And of course, Motown's name speaks for itself. They started the season off against Hershey with a big 5-0 win. From there, they beat PDA, and then they beat the Lions. But from that moment, they were up and down. They had a 3-game stretch about halfway through the year in which They lost 2 games and drew another. Lions continuing just to possess the ball. And as for Motown's season, that came in starting on June 13th. They lost to the Ukrainian Nationals, and then they lost to New Jersey United. They tied Westchester. They got back on track with a win over the Predators, and then beat the Lions to end the year. So a vital 6 points for Motown to get themselves out of a rut before the playoffs. And now they have a good lead here, 3-1. Westchester and the Ukrainian Nationals currently battling it out. Going to attempt to find the score of that game as Ian Abbey dances on the ball. A nice ball to Krongold. He just heads it away and Collins clears it out. All right, unable to find a score of that game. We'll get back to that. Free kick in a dangerous area of the pitch for the Jackson Lions. Floodlights have officially turned on. It's Wednesday night playoff soccer here at Donovan Catholic. The ball is placed into the front post, headed away, and now it'll be Mo Germain to kickstart the attack. Germain slips Bettini in behind, and Bettini almost had it. I know his good friend watching in the sidelines right now, Charlie Shermer, would have liked him to score that one. Shermer, a student manager at Monmouth University. Was able to talk to him at halftime. What a great ball from Tommy Johnson to Jeremy Klinger. They haven't gotten Jeremy Klinger in open areas of the pitch, however, though. It always seems like he's battling for the ball. And the issue with that is he just has his pace. They're not able to utilize his pace really as effectively maybe as they would like. Again, Klinger, a rising junior at NJIT. Lions working for the comeback. Motown, meanwhile, still have some stars on their bench. Eric Ruiz, who is a former Red Bull 2-man, a longtime Red Bull Academy player. They have Julian Gomez, a former professional who scores goals at will. Joey Kurak is down. Looks like a cramp for him. Ouedraogo has it in the midfield. One out by Klinger. He tries to slip through Troiano. And Motown is knocking away with Damian Tarasca getting in the way. Joe Fala will do the honors on the throw-in. 55 minutes gone. Motown 3, Lions 1. Fala with the throw. He had some spin to it. That was an absolute rifle from him, Abbey. Oh, Ian Downtown Abbey. If he connects with that one, it could have been the goal of the year. Nice little play from him, however. He is just brilliant on the ball. His goal was just beautiful to watch. But the Lions lose it, and they might pay for it. Mo Germain working forward. Oh, what excellent defense that was from Joe Fala. Gets his body in between the man and the ball, wins it out. Nice physical play from the tall center back. No midfielder dropping in to make a run. It's really direct runs in behind for the Lions right now. Mendez. Newman. And now Fala. He's been very active here in the second half. Mendez again. Mendez will switch it over to Tommy Johnson. Tries to just head it back to Gene Voltaire. Unsuccessful with the attempt. Mendez trying to get in the way. He keeps the ball. Slide tackles his side ref, who gets right up. An interesting scene of events. Credit to the ref. Takes it like a champ. Meanwhile, Lions gearing up to make a substitution. Kurak will be checking out of the game. Dante Sanchez to head into the game.
Stepping on to the Lions from Rowan University, number 5, Dante Sanchez.
I just almost died up here on the press box. My producer, Pat Murphy's laughing. I leaned back. The gate was open. I leaned back on the gate for a second. I actually tripped. I wasn't even trying to lean back on the gate. Gate was open while that substitution was happening. That was the reasoning for the awkward silence, perhaps. Klinger goes down. It's a foul on Klinger. Motown furious with the call. Dante Sanchez in his first year with the Lions. He's a senior at Rowan. Played 5 matches this past fall with the Owls. Was a stud at St. Benedict's back in his high school days. A nice ball into the 18 is just a missed opportunity for the Lions as time continues to count down. And Motown can continue to feel more confident with each passing second. The Lions haven't been able to crack the code, unlock this locked door that is the Motown defense. Ian Abbey once was able to with just a moment of pure individual footballing brilliance, but other than that, nothing. McGregor, he scored the 3rd goal and now he wins a corner. Can it be a 5th conference championship for FC Motown? Here is the corner headed away from Troiano. Second ball into the box. Ponce de Leon is there to make the grab. Krongold. Dribbling the ball out wide. As Mendez, Newman, Krongold again. Golden Jack. And now Silky Mendez. I'm just making nicknames for these guys. The PA announcer here at the Jackson Lions is one of the best in the business. He just makes the best nicknames for these guys. Sanchez dribbling forward. Sanchez keeps the ball. Sanchez in the 18 with a shot at the near post, saved. Tyler Krongard was there to bat it away. And it'll go out for a corner. Ball placed into the box. Fala almost gets there. Abbey with the volley. miscued. Wait, Drago absolutely boots that ball into the sky. Mendez recovers. He'll look for Abby on the turn. Time running out for Jackson. Less than half an hour now. We are 2/3 the way gone in this game. Look at Campbell to McGregor. Motown haven't really had the possession they had in the first half. Been defending a lot more, content to sit back, let the Lions work as they defend. They know their defense is rock solid. I mean, it's one of the best units in the entire country. Only 14 goals allowed this year. It's the lowest mark in the conference. And with Tyler Krongard playing the way he is in net, I mean, you can really just do anything. Krongard, a former goalkeeper at Connecticut College, as Mo Germain dribbling just for fun. A little spin cycle from him. Oh my goodness, Mo Germain. This guy just playing like he's out in the streets having fun. Such a exciting player to watch. Really, type of guy that makes you fall in love with the game. He is so good. But Window Germain. There's a reason why he's played in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And has had all the success that he's had. The Haitian player, or should I say of Haitian descent rather, just one of the best talents I've ever seen at this level. McGregor might be called for a yellow there as he clips Voltaire, and yep, he'll be going into the books. The goal scorer McGregor checking on Gene Voltaire, a former Motown man who scored for Motown against the Lions just 2 seasons ago. Both sides have their benches warming up. Just getting ready to potentially check into this game.
Yellow card shown to number 11 of FC Motown, Cameron McGregor.
Ian Abbey standing over the ball. Not enough players in for the Lions. I mean, they are seriously outnumbered by gray shirts. And McGregor, who had committed the foul, makes good work of it. Rights his wrong, if you will, and just clears the ball out of play. A long throw-in incoming from Joe Fala. That ball absolutely soars. Collins was there. Now it's Krongard looking at the back post. What a save! Tyler Krongard, have yourself a day, sir. He has been absolutely brilliant in net. Fala will be called for a foul and a yellow card.
Yellow card shown to number 4, Joe Fala of the Lions.
Meanwhile, Eric Ruiz will check into the game for Motown, and this will be interesting. Eric Ruiz is an absolute stud in the midfield. From Bloomfield, New Jersey, he has played for the New York Red Bulls too, or Red Bulls Academy, should I say, since the age of 11. Was the first ever pre-professional academy, pre-academy player to make his professional debut for New York Red Bull 2. He made 16 starts this past fall as a junior at Rutgers, logged over 1,200 minutes with the Scarlet Knights. Ruiz, a total of 15 professional games played. right now. Here's Motown working with the ball. Lions get it right back. Nice defense applied from Jackson. They need to get numbers forward quickly. Ian Abbey has not really been much of a factor so far in the second half. Nowhere near the level of impact he had in the first. And listen, all it takes is one moment for him just to get going, and he can make magic happen, but it's real tough as a forward when you're not being provided the service maybe that you would hope for. Just has to stay patient, locked in mentally. Look to the likes of Erling Haaland at the World Cup. He's put on a masterclass at doing exactly that. Jason Bettini has the ball. Bettini looking for the 1-2 with Haaland. And the Lions will be called for a foul. I personally couldn't really make out exactly what it is. Lion fans aren't too happy. Bettini will place the ball right at the top of the D. As free kick in a dangerous area. It's tough to get it up and over the wall. Malik Tillman did that with relative ease against Bosnia and Herzegovina. The first time any country has beaten two countries at a World Cup game. Maybe not, maybe not. I was just proven wrong. But the joke is still good. It would have been better if the U.S. beat Belgium. Now it's just kind of sad that that's what we hang our heads high on as USMNT fans. Jeremy Klinger checking out of the game. We'll see who the other substitute is. It's Tommy Johnson, the birthday boy. So 69 minutes for the captain Johnson. Kevin Pollitt, Wake Forest man, will head into the game.
From the New York Cosmos, number 12, Will Black.
And Will Black will also make his way into the game. Kevin Pollitt's a real interesting story for him. He's played for the Red Bulls, made 24 appearances for Red Bulls 2, played for Greenville Triumph, Hartford Athletic, Toronto FC 2 as the free kick is sent way over the crossbar. Pollitt, 72 appearances for Wake Forest. Was named an All-American and ACC Defender of the Year in 2017. So in terms of resume, one of the most polished and just legit players you will see in the NPSL across the entire country. Again, over 100 professional appearances for Kevin Pollitt. Anticipation building for the Lions. Oh, that was a foul. That was a foul. Motown just clipped the Lions player. I believe it was Krongold who was moving forward with the ball. No call there. And now it's Ponce de Leon, who will be distributing the ball. Gives it out to Holland. Or Fala, excuse me. Messing up my Joes. Holland defending, however. Main Jean Voltaire wins the throw for Jackson. Pollitt might be playing a holding mid / hybrid center back role. A nice 1-2 from Jackson here. Ball's whipped into the box. They're going to need more balls like that. Just get the ball in front of the face of net and see what happens. See if someone can get their foot on it. If they make this game 3-2, it's a whole lot more interesting. Easier said than done. Here's the header. Nowhere near the net. And Tyler Krongard being smart, taking his time, although the ball boys just a little slow with their delivery. Doesn't matter, though, because we have a substitution. Jonathan Gutierrez will head into the game for FC Motown. Holland to check off. Gutierrez, a Drew University man. Started 18 games this past fall, registered 4 assists. Across 4 years, 72 games played, 48 started, 1 goal and 9 assists. A really solid season, or excuse me, career with the Bears. And that is Gutierrez, the Garfield, New Jersey native. It's another great depth piece for FC Motown. They are just never short of having enough players to make, obviously you shouldn't say world class, but I want to call it a world class team at this level. I mean, these teams can genuinely compete, you know, in the U.S. Open Cup. That's the reason why they qualify for the U.S. Open Cup. That's why they play at the national level. That's why they make it to national championship games in 18, 22, 24. It's just unprecedented. They are well and truly one of the most well-run and successful clubs of all time here in the NPSL. I remember watching their 2018 national championship game against Miami FC. They lost, but it was cool to see Bradley Wright Phillips and Tyler Adams at the game, some Red Bull legends. And it goes to show what lower division soccer means and how it has a place, a real integral place here in this country at a crucial time for the sport when it's at the crossroads. Soccer is growing at a rapid rate, but they need players to keep developing, and you see so many teenagers down in the NPSL and USL too. It provides a great pathway for them to play against grown adults essentially.
It's like you're an
Here is Mo Germain. Mo Germain inside the 18. Mo Germain now on his right foot. Germain keeps going. Oh my goodness! That was so close to Motown's fourth. That was so close to sealing the deal. Motown inches away from their 4th goal. And Mo Germain, take a bow. He has been the man of the match so far. Him and Krongard, the goalie. The goalie's made some great saves, but here in the second half, he's had a much quieter outing. The Lions haven't really peppered him with shots by any means, and that's a nice tackle from the substitute Gutierrez. Melvin Pierre-Lewis, who has scored his fair share of goals this year, gliding with the ball. And it will be a late foul called after advantage was played for a brief second. Melvin Pierre-Lewis saved Motown in their game. It was a rainy game. I was actually there with my producer, Pat Murphy, against PDA. Their owner, Dan Carozin, was yelling from the sideline, "Give it to Melvin." They eventually give it to Pierre-Lewis, and he scored an absolute stunner. Sometimes you just got to listen to the guy who calls the shots. Dan Carozin, one of the top owners at this level, as is Mike Durazo for the Lions. These two legends here in the lower league soccer scene are watching on. Durazo, also the head coach for the Lions. Carozin sitting in the bleachers as Torrey Weaver instructs his team. Quarter of an hour left at Donovan Catholic. It's a beautiful day. Sky behind us is a real nice orange, maybe shades of pink. And it's always a blessing to announce here at Donovan Catholic High School. That's the Notre Dame in me speaking, however, as Ian Abbey gets it. Abbey. Oh, just moving and grooving with the ball. Slips it through the shot. Hits the side netting. It was a real good chance for the Lions. I believe it was Politz. Couldn't make out who exactly was the last player to receive that ball. Might have been Will Black, excuse me.
Motown number 9, Julian Gomez.
So Mo Germain, the man of the match performance, heads to the bench. Julian Gomez, who has scored a plethora of goals for Motown this year, heads into the game looking to make an impact in the time he has received here. Julian Gomez leads FC Motown with 6 goals on the year. Bettini is in second with 4. Pierre Lewis, Eddie Speed, and João Ramos, who couldn't make it today, all at 2 apiece. Gomez, just a little too much on the ball with his first touch of the game. And now Troiano, who's got 11 goals and a beautiful assist earlier to Ian Abbey. Waits at his ball too heavily. Pierre Lewis out wide. There's no rush for Motown. Just possess the ball, keep it. They say the best defense is not allowing your opposition to have the ball. I'm a firm believer in that. That's a Johan Cruyff quote. I've been on a Johan Cruyff kick as of late as well, just watching all of his tactics. All of a sudden, my favorite formation is the 3-4-3. I was more of a 4-3-3 traditional triangle in the midfield guy. You know, overlapping fullbacks, but the 3-4-3, if you can get the players for it, might be the best.
Number 14, Maximus Durazo.
Might be the best lineup, or best formation rather. Maximus Durazo checks into the game.
University number 27, Rokas Yanisvicius.
And Rokas will also make a cameo here for the final 12 minutes or so. If that's the season for John Troiano, what a season it was. An insane 11 goals. I mean, that is just absurd to think about. And it's a consistency too. It feels like he scores in every game. In their 11-0 win against Hershey, Troiano scored 3 goals. Ian Abbey scored 4. Goes out for a goal kick. And now a substitution for Motown once more. Might be their final change.
Stepping on for FC Motown number 10, Chris Bermudez.
So Chris Bermudez, who also has one of the most impressive resumes of any player on the field, heads into the game. Bermudez, also a financial advisor, but he has played for the Red Bull Academy, Pachuca, Greenville, the Real Monarchs in USL Championship, New Amsterdam, Chattanooga, and the Des Moines Menace. He has made 22 appearances in USL League One. He scored 2 goals and registered 2 assists there. He has made more appearances in the National Independent Soccer Association, RIP. I know you're still alive, but it's just not the same as the glory days of the NISA. That's just a personal take. I hope NISA's not watching it.
There's got to be like 2 subscribers in their admin.
Lions.
I did a NISA Nation final once.
Really?
I did a national final 2 years ago.
That's pretty cool. Lions win a free kick and a real menacing area of the pitch. Osman Mendez stands over this. Be interesting to see if he just tries to dink it into the back post or goes for net. Mendez with the shot, Krongard. With the easy save, smooth as butter. And the absolute rifle all the way to Ponce de Leon, goalie to goalie. I always love seeing that. I want Ponce de Leon to hit it back now. I just want them to play pinball. Maybe. No, not enough behind it. Kind of gets lost in the wind as well, which is blowing toward Ponce de Leon. And there's a nice boot up in the air, 50-50 ball. This game's getting chippy. Aerial balls. Who will bring it down? Can someone score to make this game more interesting? Maybe it'll be Julian Gomez. For Motown, they're looking for that 4th goal, just for that really extra layer of comfort, because you never know. 2-goal leads are real tricky. As for the Lions, they need to get back into the game. This is a good opportunity. It's Krongard. on his left foot. He stops. I don't know if I love that. He was moving forward with such great pace and momentum. If you hit that ball with your right, just put it in. See what happens. Lions keep it, though. Politz with the shot. It's deflected as it goes through a sea of defenders. All the way back now for Ponce de Leon. 82 minutes gone here at Donovan Catholic. 8 left. Mendez just dinks it to the other side of the pitch. Durazo battling for it. Believe it was Maximus Durazo. Check that. It was actually Rokas. Yellow card will be awarded. I believe to Rokas. I'm a little surprised.
To number 26, Rokas Jarzvicius from the Lions.
Looked like he was the one who got hit, and the Motown player went down. I would have to watch it back.
Look at that OG Ronaldo jersey right there. That's like 2002.
Yeah, I actually noticed that. Ball Boy has an OG Sporting Ronaldo kit, which is pretty sick for a young kid to have. 2002. I was -3 years old in 2002. And a lot of these players on the pitch were that young or even younger. Especially the guys that just came in for the Lions, younger than me. Gomez Gomez takes it down. Out wide to McGregor. McGregor puts in the cross. Cleared away. Now Brandon Newman. Fala. Durazo with the dummy. These Lions substitutes looking to make their mark on this game. Bermudez loses the ball. Just some tactical football there from Chris Bermudez. You can tell he's played a lot of soccer in his life, a lot of games just like this. You got a professional caliber player. You can see the level you have to be. And oh, wow, a foul after the fact. Sanchez knocks down Bermudez. Ref needs to get control of this game. She awards 2 yellow cards. I believe Bermudez gets one too. Kind of surprised. Maybe that's for the initial contact. And then Sanchez also shown a yellow card.
Of FC Motown and number 5, Dante Sanchez of Jackson.
Nice ball into the back post, and the substitute nearly makes an impact. The Lions were so close to finding that elusive second goal as they continue their quest to battle in this game. They lost last week to Motown 4-1. They had won earlier in the year here at home 3-1. All time, they have 2 wins at this level over FC Motown.
Stepping on for FC Motown, number 25, Gregory Barrera.
FC Motown has 6 wins over the Lions, so they have definitely been the better of the 2 sides, and it's really been the Lions who have just ascended as of late. The ball is fed all the way to Bermudez. Bermudez to a running Pierre Lewis. Lewis falls down, but he's not dragged down. An important distinction there. Mendez on the half turn looks to just keep the ball. Newman. Politz. Now Fala. Fala with a switch ball over the head of Maximus Durazo, the incoming freshman at Rowan and son of Mike Durazo. You can feel the fear growing in the Lions dugout, and you can sense the palpable sort of energy in the Motown dugout. Both teams know the end of the game is nearing, And listen, we still have time to play. I don't want to speak too soon. But it really looks like it's going to be FC Motown to go through to the championship game. Bermudez with a real good ball, or so I thought at least, to McGregor, who, although hasn't received as many touches as maybe he would have liked on the ball, he made his impact right away in the early goings of the second half, scoring that goal. Mendez to Durazo. Duchesne just clears it out. Currently no update on the score of the Westchester Philly Ukes game. If I am able to find one, I will provide you with that update as Mendez's shot soars through the uprights. So the live stream for that game was supposed to go live. It never did. The Westchester versus Philly Ukes game. So we're left to wonder who the winner of this game will play. It's a free kick opportunity for the Lions. Mendez, who has a real nice foot to take. They score here, they give themselves a shot in the final minutes of added time to send this game into extra time. Calling for it at the back post, wide open, is one of the Lions players. It's fed in more towards the front post, however, and one out by FC Motown. Motown working, Motown one-on-one to net. Follow, look at the speed, tracking back. Motown try to just slide it by Ponce de Leon, who says, not today, not on my watch. It was Jonathan Gutierrez who missed a shot. We got fireworks going on in the background. What a moment there at Donovan Catholic. Soak it in. This is what lower league soccer is all about, ladies and gentlemen. All the emotions, all the feelings right now. Lions fans at home watching on. Lions continue to build in the final third. Now it's Gomez. No handball called, but his pass to Bermudez is too heavy. You got to be careful in that situation. Just keep the ball if you're Motown. Kicking themselves in the foot. No signal for what the added time will be. However, it is 9 o'clock sharp. This game has moved pretty quickly. Lions. 50-50 balls. They can't win it. Follow wins the second, feeds it out wide. Wind is blowing. American flag blowing as well. Here's the ball into the back post, and Sanchez doesn't get there in time. Durazo just pacing behind his bench. Frustrations growing for Jackson. It's been a great season. They were top of the table. I mean, the Jackson Lions had as perfect as a year as you can have in such a competitive conference where it's one of the best in the country. 7 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses for Jackson. Here they are drawing the foul, and Jackson's losses came at the hands of Motown and the WC Predators, who they fell 2-1 to on June 20th. But they tied Westchester, who I imagine go through. We're a minute and a half through of added time. At least that. I started my timer even a little late. Ref checks her watch. A minute 45 is what we'll call it. And the entire Motown bench standing up. The biggest rivalry in lower league soccer. Jackson Lions and FC Motown. These two teams have battled for 4 years in the NPSL. That's what you see on the surface. 5 seasons, 4 years. What you don't see is all of the state cups, the Garden State Soccer League games. You don't see all the players that play for both sides. You don't see the natural love-hate relationship these teams have towards one another. I mean, they make each other grow. They make each other better. But, of course, you want to win. There is that competitive aspect at the end of the day. These teams hate losing to one another. And I said hate twice because that's how much they really dislike it. Gomez with a strike. Gomez almost just put the cherry on top to what's been a great game of soccer for FC Motown. This team has such a talented roster of players. This will likely be the last possession for the Jackson Lions. Mo Germain, player of the day for me. Put in a real good 70-plus minutes of work. And there it is, the final whistle. FC Motown are going to the Keystone Conference Championship game. It's despair and agony for the Jackson Lions, who last season ascended to the top of this conference. But this year, they are set back a step by FC Motown. For the Lions, it will now be about looking at the U23 program, looking at the youngsters, and looking at their current squad and forming the best possible roster for 2027. And assessing where they maybe went wrong in this game even, and how they can get by Motown more consistently come next year. For FC Motown, all eyes are on either Westchester United or the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. The Ukes beat Motown 3-1, and Motown tied Westchester 1-1. So no matter who they play, they didn't gain 3 points against that opposition. So we'll see what happens. But what a game of soccer for FC Motown. To open the scoring, it was Mo Germain, and Nick Collins scored, and finally to seal the deal and put the very cherry on top, the icing on the cake, it was the substitute Cameron McGregor. We'll see what happens on Saturday. I believe that will be the day of the conference championship game. Make sure to follow FC Motown and the NPSL soccer page on Instagram, as well as New Logical Sports. From my producer, Pat Murphy, I'm Chris Daly saying thanks so much for joining us, and have a great night.
Mike Bello gets the world. Mike Bello.
Into the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Into the Bishop and finds the goal. That's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero